What's up, y'all? I'm about to get a dunk session in, but before I do that, I want to make a video for y'all. 5 dunk hacks that y'all can do right now to where you're going to be able to dunk. If you can't right now, you're probably going to get a lot closer to dunking. And if you can already dunk, this is going to help you when you go to the gym or dunk and have practice or whatever it is. Or before games and warm-ups, you want to throw one down. So the first thing is it's good to work out. You want to make sure you're always pushing yourself. But when it comes time to the day before an event, you need to give yourself time to rest, especially like the day of too. Like, if you have a game that night, it's probably good to get in there and get a light workout in, but it's got to be relaxed, like nothing too crazy and short. So I mean, you could go intense, but keep it short. But the main thing is just the day of something, you need to let yourself relax and you need to let your body heal. You need to stretch, because when it comes time for game time, you got to go like all your effort. So it takes a lot of energy out, and if you've already been using your energy, you're not going to have energy for the game. I worked out too much, and this is from personal experience. One thing I would go back and change is that the day or the morning of, I would make sure to let myself rest. Because honestly, the most important thing, especially when you get to higher levels, is your energy. Like, you're not going to even be on the court to even shoot a shot if you can't play defense, get rebounds. So to worry about like getting your shot just right and spending hours in the gym, you're basically limiting yourself, because unless you know you're going to play the whole game, your coach is going to sub you out because you're not playing hard enough. That's the way college and high level is. So you want to make sure you're full energy, explosive, and you'll be able to jump higher, you'll be able to play faster, play better, all that. So stay rested before you're going to dunk, play, practice anything. If you want to perform at your max, like your max velocity, max effort, whatever you want to call it, then you're going to want to rest before that so you can be 100%. The second thing is basically the lighter the better. And I say that because for one, shoes. There's some basketball shoes that are really heavy, and honestly, that's probably the worst thing to try to dunk with basketball shoes that are heavy. I wear shoes that are like super light. If they're heavy, it's like a mental block for me. On top of it, actually is a real life effect too. And then also, you don't want to eat like, for example, I'm about to dunk today. This morning I had a coffee, and then I had like an egg burrito with cheese and stuff like that. I made it, and then I made a smoothie, and I had some like hot cereal basically. I wouldn't normally even have that, but just a smoothie to stay light because I know I'm gonna jump. But I just threw in some extra carbs today. Also, carbs is the big one. You'd rather probably do carbs than protein the day of a game because it's going to be a lot more energy. But yeah, the lighter the better. I didn't eat a steak today, have like a huge breakfast, 3 bowls of cereal. Like, that's what I mean by the lighter the better. Shoes, maybe even like extra clothing, also what you eat. So that's all going to help you. Those 2 things, that's already 2 of the 5 hacks. Those 2 alone are going to help you jump higher. And the third one, this is something when you get to the gym, you need to allow your body to warm up. And what that means is a lot of times when I'm going in to dunk, like, right at the start, I might not be jumping well, and I'm missing dunks. I can't even like make a basic dunk, but I really haven't given myself that much time to warm up, especially when you're warming up to max jumps. Like, you can warm up, but you really need to go like start jumping, 70%, 80%, 90%. That's until you can really jump max effort. And sometimes the best way to really warm up is to do something that like requires max effort, like defense, like playing ones, just warming up, like doing regular like baskets, like regular layups, cuts, stuff like that. That's going to help you warm up better, because you're not going to be thinking about making sure you can dunk and, oh, how high am I going to jump today and all that. But you're also going to want to give yourself just time. Like, sometimes your body just needs time to warm up. And if you give up too early, and also momentum, you might give up early when you weren't jumping well and be like, damn, I can't jump today. So don't give up on the jump session too early, because if you do give yourself time to warm up, like even 5-10 minutes of actually max effort jumps, your body might start to catch up and you might start to jump really high. Then you might catch like a windmill, get some momentum, get some more energy, and all of a sudden you hit some dunks you've never done before or anything like that. So that's what you're going to want to do. And then once you do get warmed up, this is the actual jumping tip. Arm swing, it doesn't matter if you're right, left, doesn't matter if you're 1 foot or if coming in left, right, or even if you're whatever the other right foot jumper. It doesn't matter what you are. Arm swing is probably like the most important thing. And it's one of the easiest ways you can literally jump higher instantly, because it's just a mental thing. And a lot of times when you're thinking about dunking, you're thinking just like getting up there and then dunking. You're not thinking, okay, I need to fully extend up all the way first. And this happens a lot when you try a windmill, right? You might see someone do this. Like, they don't extend up. When you normally go to dunk, you want to extend. And if you're going to do a windmill, extend up and then windmill, because then you're actually going to give yourself a chance to be able to do the dunk, because you're not cutting your jump short. So arm swing, and coming from right, left, you can do this way, right, left, so you could dunk on someone. And then 1 foot is super important, and knee drive is especially if you go with one hand, is this arm swing. That's going to get you so much more momentum, and that's good for games and stuff like that. But the main thing is, if you do notice, like, a lot of times you won't be thinking about arm swing. So remember that, because it's basically, this is the fourth dunk hack, and this is a really good one because you can focus on all these other things and then forget something so simple like arm swing, and then you realize it, and then all of a sudden you try it, you jump fully before you try anything else, and then you realize you can do more things than you may have thought you could that day. So don't forget your arm swing. The fifth dunk hack is, once again, dunking is very mental. So when you go in the gym and you're throwing lobs and you're just trying to get a dunk down, you're not thinking jump as high as you can. You're not thinking be aggressive. You're just thinking, I'm going to try to get a dunk down. So that's why you need a ball, first of all, that's bouncy, so you can throw lobs and all that stuff, and so that you can get confidence, get a few dunks down without even maybe having to dribble, because it's harder to dunk off the dribble. And you're going to want to throw it higher than you think you can get it, because that's going to mentally push you to jump higher, and therefore let you jump higher on the next few jumps and have a better session, have a better day, better game, whatever it is. But you need to make sure you push yourself with the jumps, because if you're thinking too much about one thing, you're just going to mess it up. You can't think about it. So what you need to do is throw the ball high enough and have it bouncy enough to where you don't have to think about it. It just goes high, and it just forces you. If you don't get the ball, you're just going to miss the dunk anyway, so you might as well get up as high as you can. And that's the mindset I want y'all to have. So you need to push yourself, but just try things. It's okay to mess up. Like, that's what's going to get y'all better. So try things, push yourself past your comfort zone, and then the dunks that you thought were supposed to be hard for you are going to end up being easy in a little while once you get used to that. So these are 5 dunk hacks that are really going to help you. Make sure you do these. Keep these in mind. These are really simple things, but it's a lot of stuff that you may not always think about. And if this video was helpful, I appreciate you subscribing and liking. Also, DM me on Instagram. Literally DM me any questions y'all have about dunking, anything. I will respond to y'all. If you're watching this on YouTube, literally go to my Instagram. It's the same. It's Isaiah Jones, and I will answer any of y'all's questions. So I hope this was helpful. Remember these 5 dunk hacks, and I'll see y'all in the next video.